How you guys doing? I'm Phil DeWar of Soulyve in the Headwaters region. Today I'm going to prepare for you some beautiful catfish tacos, soft tortilla shells, crunchy catfish. It's dishes to die for. Let's get it. We're going to start by making what we call a fish dredge. So dredge is essentially a dry rub that we put on top of the meat that will allow it to fry and give you a nice texture, a nice crunchiness. We're going to start off with 1 part flour, 1 part cornmeal. Adding the cornmeal really gives us some nice texture on the outside of the fish, so it's really nice touch. We're gonna also add a little bit of smoked paprika and smoked cumin. I like to use smoked seasonings as again, it just gives another flavor profile. And we'll just mix that up. Okay, now that this is mixed, we're gonna add a little bit of salt and pepper to the mixture. Just please remember to season every step along the way. This helps to give you a full flavored dish at the end of the process. So here we have a nicely mixed fish dredge, and here's our catfish. Very nice boneless piece of fillet. We use catfish because it stands up to the frying and it stands up to a lot of different cooking methods. You gotta get your hands in there to get good food, right? So just gonna be packing it on, finding all those seams. So now we have a dredged catfish. We're gonna let it sit for just a moment. I'm gonna wash my hands and we'll move on to the next step, okay? Alright guys, so now that we've put the dredge on the fish, we're just gonna fry the fish. Nice golden brown. We have our fryer set to 350 degrees, and we're just gonna drop it in our basket and allow it to fry. In the meantime, while it's frying, we're gonna prepare our tortillas and prepare the filling for the taco shells. So we have some flour tortillas, small. We're gonna get 3 out of this 1 piece of fish. So our tortillas, we just put in the oven just for about 30 to 45 seconds. Again, the oven's at 350 degrees, just to soften them up. And we're gonna put it in our fancy little taco stand here. They're really nice for holding tacos. If ever you're having a dinner party, you're having friends over, you look fancy. Okay, here's our coleslaw. We start off by putting coleslaw in the bottom. Just a little bit. This again just adds a little bit of sweetness. Adds texture again to the dish. Lettuce. Adding a little bit of that crunch. Alright. Perfectly golden brown catfish. And you can smell the flavors coming off of the fish right here. Nice and crispy, nice and golden. Not overcooked, still juicy on the inside. That's exactly where we want to be. So we're going to take out our fish. And what I like to do is I just give it a little squeeze of lime. Just want to cut our catfish. Nice strips. And one thing I never like a small taco. It's gotta be full. It's gotta be full with ingredients, it's gotta be full with flavor. And so I'm just packing a little bit extra pieces of fish right into it. And some of those crispy bits that come out of the fryer, that's sometimes the nicest part. And I have the tomato bruschetta. This will just add a cool factor. The cilantro, the scallions will add a little bit of the herb and the acid from the tomatoes. Then we have a little bit of chipotle mayo, which we'll just drizzle over top. Can't never have too much sauce. Alright, there you have it. Catfish tacos, Soulyve style.